syempre, medyo nag-iingat. Pero nakita ko yung video, yung episode mo ng All Right, yung sakto kasi guest natin sila Badjao. So,
Okay.
yun yung napanood ko this morning.
Aling
Tapos
episode?
yung pumunta ka, yung LU. Kanina lang ba yun?
Oo, tama. Oh,
Yun.
kakapost ko lang a few minutes ago.
So, sakto na guest natin sila Badjao. So, sakto nga na it's consistent.
Okay. Sakto,
Anyway,
galing.
tapos naisip ko lang na habang pinapanood ko yun, ganda kasi parang napansin ko nag-evolve yung vlog mo na parang yung poetry, may ganun na. Ganda. Tapos, totoo. Tapos,
Nauubusan na ako ng sasabihin kasi parang that was a cool ride, 'di ba? Nung una kasi 'di ba madali lang. Wala parang first album yung una, 'di ba? Parang we went uphill and then we rode very fast downhill. Ngayon parang nauubusan na ako sinabi ko na 'yun nung huli, 'di ba? So mag-iimbento na ako ngayon nung sasabihin, parang
ang ganda nung intro na not all right.
pare, the worst 'yun.
Ganda.
The worst, nag-away kami ni Erica muntik nang hindi matuloy yung biyahe. Muntik nang hindi matuloy. Pero sobrang haba nung 5 hours na walang usapan, walang sounds, sobrang boring. Anyway. Ang kwento kasi pare, hindi yung away, hindi ko naman may kwento yun. Walang kwenta yun. Nagbabike kami. Yan si Badjao, parang sinapat. Pareho yan eh. Si Badjao, si Pat, si Echo. Pare-pareho yan. Parang ikaw din. Sama ka next week sa beach. Ako naman, okay. May concert. Ganun literally.
Madaling yayain.
Oo. Ako kalad ka rin din ako. Di ba? Parang, concert, beach. Sige. Sabi nila, papadalan kami ng forms to fill up, to submit. Tapos may medical stuff na mangyayari. So, okay naman ako. Tapos yung pala tutugtog kami. Kasi tutugtog yung Bird. Yung banda ni Echo tutugtog. Ang totoong tutugtog yung banda ni Echo.
Pero
niya.
Parang nakita ko nakahubad sa shirtless bastards. Yun ba yun?
Soundcheck lang yun, soundcheck.
Okay.
Soundcheck.
Okay.
While swimming, soundcheck swimming, kaya nakahubad.
Okay.
Tapos, sabi niya, okay, may concert. Sabi, hindi, kasali ka sa band. Di ako naman, okay. Akala ko naman papadalhan nila ako ng setlist, di ba? Kasi kung tutugtugin ko, sabi nila, bahala ka na. So, inisip ko siguro mag-keyboards ako or magigitara. Tapos sabi nila, hindi, si John magigitara. Okay, tapos hindi nila pinapadala pare yung hindi nila pinapadala nung tutugtugin. Sabi nila, hindi, okay lang yun. So, everyday, nagkikita kami. Tuwing hapon, nagbabike. Sabi, oo nga pala, hindi pa namin napapadala. Sige. Finally, I think a weekend before the trip, sabi, pinadala nila sa akin yung music. Ito pala yung aralin mo. Pare, video sa telepono. Video na nagja-jamming sila. Silang tatlo. Walang tapos na pyesa. 5 pyesa, walang tapos. Puro puro riff lang na nagja-jamming silang tatlo. Sabi ko, wala tayong set. Wala tayong set. Ba't tayo tutugtog? Sabi nila, okay lang yan. Tapusin mo lang yan. Pare, ganun sila ka-laid back.
Ano nangyari in the end? Pero dala mo SP404, di ba?
Yan na nga kasi sabi ko, akala ko kakanta si Echo. Sabi niya, hindi. Sa Bird ako kakanta. Sabi niya, di ba? So wala tong lyrics, walang anything. Sabi ko, sabi nila, lagyan mo kuya. Sabi ko, ayoko rin lagyan, di ba? Parang,
ayaw mo rin kumanta.
Hindi ko rin kaya ng 1 week. 1 week susulat, i-memorize, tapos i-perform. Kalat yun.
Pangit rin na may ganun yung may parang...
Ayaw kong basahin, di ba? So ginawa ko yung style natin, style Squid 9. Kinuha ko yung lahat nasa hard drive ko na mga kanta. Tapos randomly nag-chop ako ng vocals.
Paano mo binibase kung ano yung what song will fit which tune? Parang
so bubuksan ko yung file nila, 'di ba? Kinuha ko yung kinuha ko yung audio file from the phone recording. Tapos, nag-sound trip ako ng mga mabilis to, Daren. Parang yung ginagawa natin, makikita, oy, type ko tong kanta na to. Tapos hahanap ka ng part doon na medyo weird. Na medyo hindi katunog ng kanta kasi, 'di ba? Babayaran mo na 'yun, obvious eh. So hanap ka ng parte na yung gumaganon lang para no.
Vocals yung hinahanap mo talaga.
Vocals yung hinahanap ko na may karakter. So babae o lalaki na tapos chop-chopin ko 'yon, babalik-balik ta rin hanggang tunog na parang kinanta niyang isang buo pero walang meaning. Pero nagkaka-meaning dahil may emotion yung kinanta. Tapos itatama ko sa key nung kanta. Which is up and down, pitch up and down lang yun eh. So tsambahan, 'di ba? Tapos pag may tsumamba parang eto ilalagay ko na sa tapos yung dahil kaya ang dinala ko yung ano yun, yung SP kasi 12 lang eh.
So isang song, isang sample lang.
Hindi, isang song 12 samples lang.
Isang song 12, so 4 minutes.
So limited ako sa 12 pindot per song.
Ilang songs kayo? 4 songs?
5.
Kasi 8 banks yun eh, di ba?
Oo, 8 banks. Wala nang problema sa banks eh, pero
mas madali siya compared sa machine, no? Kasi wala ka ng laptop.
Ayoko magdala ng laptop. Kasi beach eh, di ba? Parang. Tsaka ayoko na mag-laptop kasi may SP na. Tsaka
may FX pa yun.
iniwan din ni Mon dito yung ano eh. Nandito sa akin yung Akay eh.
Akay.
Yeah, so hindi ko nagagamitin yung machine sa labas ng bahay.
Same
ikaw,
lang. Anyway, sorry.
Ikaw, anong pinagkakaabalahan mo?
More of nag-iingat nga dahil syempre medyo may sa office I think magkaka-vaccine na kami.
Wow, congrats.
June. So I'm kind of playing it safe, waiting it out. Alam mo yan, parang
kailan darating sa June? Anong brand pala?
Moderna dapat siya. Moderna. So yun, medyo parang nag-iingat rin, tsaka parang nga pala, sorry, Mother's Day pala nung Sunday. So happy Mother's Day sa mom ko and sa lahat ng moms and acting as moms. Kasi may mga iba single dad.
And mom dads.
Yeah. Anyway, so nung weekend, nag-lunch kami sa bahay. So part of the reason rin siguro kaya parang masaya ko lumabas kasi syempre ayaw mo rin ma-expose masyado. But yeah, hoping to, actually nag-aantay ako ng mga ilang, like I'm waiting for, nag-order ako ng Mac Mini rin. Tapos nag-aantay ako ng para makagawa na rin ng music quarantine.
Kumusta yung construction sa inyo dyan? Tapos na
siya. Siyempre may mga parang nakikita ka ng mga nakakainis na parang
never ending naman yun, diba? Never ending yun. Pero basta natitirahan mo na tsaka nakakagalaw ka na.
Pero parang yun yung nakaka-stress. Parang feeling mo na siyempre you paid the contractor, tapos parang although siyempre may retention fee, pero kahit na parang pag may napansin ka na, bakit ganyan, nakaka-stress. But you know.
Ito yung news. Forever naman may kailangan ayusin, so okay lang. Parang, lalo na nung pandemic, halos every other week nasa hardware ako may binili.
Kasi nasa bahay ka lang eh.
Oo. Parang, kailangan ko pala ng rug. Sira pala yung nung gripo, diba? Or whatever. Anyway, let's intro. May shoutouts ka ba na nakasave? Wala.
Meron.
Okay. Before we intro our guests.
Tsaka nga pala parang ito yung parang drum episode natin, diba?
4 tayong drummer.
Oo nga eh. Astig.
Masaya to.
So shoutout lang tayo kay Eboy B from SG. Tapos Melvic Aldava, Ubec City. And
Cebu yan. Ubec.
Yeah.
Cebu, okay.
Oo nga pala. Actually, inisip ko parang, natanga ako dun . Anyway, Jonel Ortiz from Qatar. Yeah, yun yung shoutout natin. This week, we are joined by two of the most talented drummers in the industry. One played for Wilderness, Apartel, O Flamingo, and is the A&R at Offshore. Ulitin ko, sorry. This week, we are joined by two of the most talented drummers in the industry. One played for Wilderness, Apartel, O Flamingo, and is the A&R at Offshore Music. It is an indie record label, while the other is the drummer for the Phenom Four of Spades. For episode 24, please welcome Sarabia and Badjao De Castro.
Hello, hello.
Hello po.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay na yung sugat ko. Okay na siya.
Nice. Parang ang tagal na nun.
Nasa Manila ka na, Pat?
No, I'm in Zambales. I wanted to ask, Nas, okay lang ba yung signal? Naka-data lang ako. Naka-phone.
Okay naman. Okay. Game?
Hmm.
Okay.
Ang
Kumusta?
gulo ng buhok ko. Teka lang.
Okay.
Wala eh. Oh. Yan. Wala eh.
Parang Kerwin Frost.
Ah,
Okay na yan.
Yan.
okay na. Okay.
Walang nangyari. Nagsalamin lang ako.
Okay, guys. Good morning. Tell us about Dugdug Pack. Pinopost nyo recently, Dugdug Pack.
So Dugdug Pack is a drum loop and sample pack website. It's a platform for local musicians, drummers, rhythm people, rhythm-based people. And yun lang, it was birthed over a bike ride. We were in bike playground kami ni Badjao. So pag-usapan lang namin. Tapos, yun na. Nangyari siya. And we're doing it now. We didn't know what we were doing actually in the start. Nag-experiment lang kami. So, we're happy na something's happening. The ball is rolling.
So lahat ng drum packs or sounds, does it come from you guys or parang will it be an open thing?
I mean, eventually, yeah, that's the idea. It started actually as like I guess more of like a personal interest, and it has now developed into becoming like, hey, like we can help like other local musicians, and earn something also as well, and also help other local musicians make music at home. Yeah, that's more of like the broad vision of it, I guess.
Do you both use drum packs, yung kunwari while making music?
Hindi.
Ako
So,
na isa
paano-
lang. Ako isang beses.
Isang beses. So paano nyo naisip? I mean, para may nagsabi ba o may kakulangan ba na parang hindi, akala ko naman gumagamit ka ng drum pack tapos may hindi ka mahanap na beat. So sabi, gawin ko na lang, di ba?
Siguro, well, for me, siguro na-inspire ako sa dami ng drummers sa internet, sa Instagram. Nakikita ko, ang dami na like, like unsigned artists who are doing really amazing stuff, and ang ganda na mga unang quality ng like just for an Instagram video. So I think that's where I kind of drew some sort of inspiration from. Hey, I guess we could do that too. No one's doing it here, so I had to just try. Parang ganun.
Paano kayo nag-connect ni Badjao? Before the pandemic pa o recently
Actually,
lang?
sa pagbabike, tapos nagsasend lang kami ng memes to one another. I think.
At saka drum videos, nagsisend lang kami.
Then I guess siguro we have like a similar tastes or similar interests.
Sense
Natural.
Same sense of
Okay.
humor.
Yeah. The, yeah, yung mga memes, gano'n. Tapos sa bike, palagi ko siyang kinukulit. Like, bike playground, gano'n. Pupunta naman siya. Ayun.
Punta naman ako. Okay naman.
Ako naman.
Tapos, saan nyo ni-record? Paano nag-start?
Badge, ikaw naman.
Tulog ka pa eh.
Tulog pa ako eh. Nakatulala lang nga ako eh.
Tulugtog pa eh. Tulugtog pak.
Nag-start kami biglaan lang din eh. Parang umuo lang ako sa bike playground. Sabi ko, oo. Kala ko maliit na project lang. Tapos,
Yun nga, it was small nga at the beginning. Tapos,
yeah,
parang,
maliit lang. Kala ko.
dami pa lang kailangan gawin. Like that.
Oo. Tapos, nag-start kami kay JR sa This Is Where I Meet Music. Kapitbahay ni Daren.
Oo.
Bakit
Actually,
kina
yeah.
JR? Bakit
North,
doon?
Bakit kay JR?
Oo, bakit doon? Anong
Sabi-
connection ninyong dalawa kay JR?
Sabi ni Pat kay JR daw eh. Tapos,
Si JR, I knew him from college. We went to CSB
okay.
together. Pero di kami masyadong friends noon. Nakikita ko lang siya in school. Like, in line for the elevator, gano'n. Nagkakasabay kami. Napapansin ko siya kasi marami siyang tattoo. So, yun. Then parang, drummer pala siya nun. Save Me Hollywood. Ganun. So, parang, may studio pala siya. Yun lang.
Naka-record ka na sa kanila previously before Dugdug Pack.
Oh yeah. Tapos I really I like the way he works. He's really kind of OC about getting the drum sound that you want, or if I say like, here I want it to sound like a bit more like 60s or vintage, he'll help me try to achieve that, and he has the better know-how than me in trying to achieve that sound, the finished product. Yeah.
Anong bands mo na-record? Sorry. Anong bands mo na-record doon?
The new OFFLAM album that's coming out is recorded all there. I
Lily.
think kay Lily Gonzalez, her stuff was recorded there. Yung kay Mood and solo work ni Muriel from the Ransom Collective. It's all there. Actually, within the past year or year and a half, all the stuff I've been doing, doon na ako naka-base kasi, marami din siyang mga kit na pwede kong gamitin. So, that's I feel like not many studios are very drum-centric. I mean, Kodama as well. Parang, so far, I think, those are the two studios I've encountered na very drum-centric.
So, kaano karaming kits yung ginamit nyo and how big is the library currently right now?
Parang
Parang na-stress ka dun ah.
Parang apat na kit tapos apat na iba-ibang miking. Tapos meron unang kit parang fully mic, tapos parang lahat mic, tapos may room mic and all that. Tapos nag-experiment kami ng dahan-dahan na nababawasan yung mic, yung parang room mic lang or like overheads and ganun lang, o kaya snare bass drum tapos isang overhead, o kaya yung isang miking na nasa tuhod lang pinagtripan din namin. Tapos may ganun. So, 4 na sets na iba-ibang snares. Yung snare medyo madami. Parang 7 ata o 8 na iba-ibang tuning. So,
Ginamit nyo ba pareho yung same kits or sabay ba kayong nagre-record on the same day o iba-iba?
Sabay kami nagre-record. Tapos kung ano yung setup that day, parang preference na lang. Parang, kunyari, gagamitin ni Pat yung snare niya na Rogers. Tapos gagamitin ko yung Rogers ko na snare na blue. Parang, yun lang. O kaya yung mga ride cymbals, yun lang. Pero yung mic di nag-iiba. for that day para hindi makomplikado yung tunog. Para alam na medyo consistent siya.
Kano karaming yung cymbals parang does it have to be per brand or parang
Hindi naman. Parang yung tunog lang na hinahabol na oy bagay yung parang dry nung tunog ng drums. Parang okay din na dry din yung tunog ng cymbal. So yun lang habulin.
Paano naka-group yung pack? By BPM, by drum sound, by drum kit? May MIDI files ba? Paano yung lalabas sa pack? If kunwari, ako, arranger, tapos kailangan ko ng kits, punta ako sa Dugdug Pack.
Nako, hindi namin na-arrange ng gano'n.
filters.
Naka-arrange siya ng
By BPM.
by BPM. Tapos pero naka-theme naman yung buong parang yung day 1 ganun.
Okay.
Tapos naka-theme yung day 2, iba-ibang theme. Kakaayos ko lang nung last ako nagpangalan ng mga ibang yung day 6. Puro drum and bass na
Okay.
Ganun. So
medyo vibe yung yung themes. Anong pakiramdam mo on that day?
Parang actually sa MPC parang ganun may mga preset na mga alam mong dinrums nila sa studio. So parang ganun rin yung ang galing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the process is very cerebral actually. Like we didn't go in with a fixed plan or anything. It's just we just did what we could to the best of our abilities that day. Yeah.
Actually, katulong yung second day, pumasok si Rayms. Ang gulo namin ng first day. Nagda-drums lang kami nung first day. As in, kunyari, pag sinabi namin 100 BPM, talaga ubusan ng bala, parang 100. Oh, anong magagawa mo sa 100? Ayan, hati-hatiin namin. Parang 30 minutes o 2 hours, 30 minutes to 2 hours kami nag-drums sa tuloy-tuloy. Tapos, syempre, ubus ka na pagka
parang you at that point.
Para exhausting. Tapos, second day, sinama ko si Kuya Rayms. Sabi niya, dito, inorganize niya. Hindi niya kinaya yung ginagawa
Na-stress ako.
Stress siya.
So, pag kunwari, how do you, is it a subscription website or do you pay per loop? How does it work? How will it work?
You download the thing as a whole. As far as subscription goes, we haven't gone that far into it yet, but that's definitely an option.
So one-time payment lang muna.
Yeah, I guess we'll just see how this works muna, and then there's general interest around it. I think people are curious about it. So yeah, subscription definitely, maybe in the future if we see some loyal following or something.
How long is each loop? Is it by bars or minutes?
Bars lang.
One or two bars lang.
Parang 1 to 2 bars.
Okay.
Maikli lang lahat.
Actually, sobrang ako as a pag nagpo-produce din ako when I do my music, malaking bagay rin yung loop sa akin. So para sa inyo naman, like as musicians, how do you feel like how is it parang how important is it to be involved sa recording and parang production side? Kasi parang yun nga, like you guys are parang catering to the more of the production sa mga ganyang side. So ano yung feeling niyo yung importante dyan?
Well, yeah, it's important to know what you're doing, or at least to try and being part of the experimentation process. I mean, it's only when you kind of throw yourself into the thing that you have those aha moments, or so I guess it is important because that's the bulk of the whole thing. Like, I mean, you come out with the finished product, and then, people just assume that you were like an expert at it to begin with, but that's not the truth.
For the loop packs, did you make the loops for your own taste? Bale, design ba parang ito yung gusto kong tunog, or parang you think this is what people will look for general music making?
Nahati yung utak ko dun. Parang, yung una, parang the start of our recording, kanyari, day one, basta per day, parang gagawin ko muna yung gusto ko. Ganon, parang gagawin ko muna yung gusto ko. Tapos, saka ako na lang siya i-expound na parang, tunog tunog chorus yung ginawa ko. Tapos, gagawin kong may died down na version, may naka-hats lang, may naka-eighth, may naka-16th, may naka-ride. Yung parang sa isang groove may ganun. May parang walang hats, may 8, may 16 na hats. May open, may ride, may bell. Tapos parang ganun. Parang doon na lang siya nagsisink in na, para magamit. Lagyan ko ng ganun.
Yeah, so I guess like the same idea with like, yeah, just different orchestrations of the thing, different variations of the thing, to be used more in like a song form kind of thing.
Yung mga anong na-discover nyo? Kasi this is the first time you guys are recording not for a song, but just experimenting with a sound engineer who's a drummer in a drum-centric studio with a bunch of drums and a bunch of snares. Ano yung maalala nyo parang na-discover nyo para, uy, ang ganda pala nito, ang sarap, I wanna do this in my next project. Anong mga moments yung ganun? Maganda pala yung mic sa tuhod, parang ganun. Or gusto ko pala ng plastic na snare. Anong mga ganung moments?
Siguro for me, it's more of playing with the tunings, and also I think Badjao kind of opened me up into using more like different drum heads and stuff, because that's something normally I actually didn't really care about in the past. Like I just hit the thing, like no matter what was on there, but it contributes greatly like to the tone of things. So I think that's one thing I learned. Yeah.
Ako siguro yung na ang mahirap for me pala na wala sa song, wala sa context ng song. So parang nahihirapan ako. Kasi usually nung bata pa lang ako, lagi ako naka-earphones or may play along para gumana yung utak ko na ito yung gusto ko gawin. Ganun. Tapos ito parang click lang. Parang na-challenge ako. Tapos pag sipat na yung papalo, parang 2 hours tuloy-tuloy. Tapos iba-iba yung nangyayari. Tapos sabi ko pagdating ng mga 15-30 minutes, parang wala na. Parang, damn. Ayun, parang ang hirap pala mag-record ng ganun. Walang context. Parang ikaw yung magsisimula kung ano yung gagawin.
For your recent bands, Pat for OFFLAM and Badjao for the Spades, ano ang go-to drum setup, drum sizes, drum miking na type mo in your recent recording projects with those bands?
Hindi ako masyadong like I don't really know much about like miking and stuff like that, but I did like yung mas
I mean, do you like it closed mic or room mics or 2 mics lang? How do you like it for OFFLAM? What kind of sound did you go for?
I just let JR do his thing actually on the thing. So he mic'd them all. I don't know. I just let him do his thing. When I go into recordings, mas concerned ako dun sa tuning of the drum and just having a nice drums, like raw drum sound na maganda, then bahala na yung engineer to try to capture that. And also the cymbals. The cymbals, I am super, like when I buy the cymbal, I'll be like, it's nice for recording. And so that's more of where my focus is at. When
Do you
comes to
like it?
recording.
Do you like the tunings low or high or bright? I know you guys, both of you prefer parang mas dry cymbals, ano?
Oo. Tsaka mas low tunings talaga.
What about snares? Do you like wood snares or metal snares, or do you bring both?
Bring both.
I gosh. I'm in this phase now where I just think the older the better. The older the drum, the better it sounds. That's maybe because my taste would lean more towards that vintage, like dead but not dead sound.
Wait,
So
did you order an A&F recently?
I didn't order it. I bought it when I was in the States. So
Wow.
I got the cheapest A&F, which is
Ay,
still not cheap.
yun yung ginamit natin sa drum and bass recording ata, di ba?
Hindi, ano yun? Pearl short keys yun.
Popcorn pala.
Yeah, I have a A&F na pancake snare na honestly, it sounds great on recordings, but I don't think I'll ever be able to use it live.
Why?
So, parang it's so, ang lalim ng, like when you hit it, parang ang lalim niya
Okay.
like that. You feel it like that talaga. Pero in the recordings, it sounds great. Parang siyang shotgun. Like, ganun talaga. So, I don't know. I just don't see it like projecting in like a bar or like whatever.
But Jao, sa last Spades recording, anong dala mong gear? Tsaka saan kayo nag-record?
Nag-record kami sa Sonic State. Doon na kami ever since eh. Medyo doon ako nahasa sa recording. Tapos, lagi kong dala sa recording, isang Black Beauty, tsaka isang Supraphonic. Tapos, sa mics, laging SM57 sa snares. Laging dalawa. Miski live, dalawa.
Dalawa sa taas?
Hindi, dalawa.
Taas
Taas
pa ba?
pa ilalim.
Okay.
So, laging, miski live, nasanay na ako yung makuha yung ganun tunog. So, lagi ako may dalawang mic sa toolbox na andun siya, pang ilalim, tsaka pang baba. Tapos sa toms, ano yan? 606 ba yun? Ano ba yung Sennheiser ata? Tapos overheads. Hindi ko maalala na overheads. Pero trip ko sana yung kay Kuya Sinj, yung CLX ba yun? Na for, ano yan?
Yung
141.
condensers.
Yeah, trip ko yun.
Anong drums dinala mo?
Ludwig, yung kay Ringo.
Yan ba yung nabili mo sa tour? Sa States o sa
Oo.
Japan?
Hindi, bili ko ito naman sa US, nabili ko sa US. Parang nagpunta ako doon, isang maleta. Umuwi ako, may 4 na box. Puro drums.
Hindi to tour.
Tour, kasama UDD.
Yan yung kasama yung UDD.
Oo, si Ian kasi, sabi niya, ganda niyan. Ludwig.
Saan nyo nakita?
Nakita ko na siya sa LA. Tapos
nakita ka niya?
Nakakita na ako. Tapos nakakita ulit ako sa New York. Tapos sabi ko, okay, na talaga. Nagpakita na siya sa LA. Nagpakita pa siya sa New York. Sabi ko, sige.
Tinawag ka talaga.
Sabi ko, biling ko na talaga.
So, how did you guys both get into drumming? Ano yung story ninyo?
Like most Asian kids, I started playing the piano when I was grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Tapos nag-quit ako ng piano kasi I didn't like my teacher anymore. And then I just I didn't play any instrument from then until like the 6th grade, and I started listening to more rock music at the time because I was listening to a lot of NU in the 5th grade and 6th grade, and then malakas yung drums sa tenga ko, and um, that's kind of how I developed interest into it, because I felt like I picked up on it fast. Maybe because I did play the piano before, but I don't play the piano anymore. I don't remember anything, but perhaps the rhythmic aspect of playing the piano I stayed. So, yun. That's when I was grade 7, nung nag-graduate ako, I asked my parents if I could get a drum set or take drum lessons for graduation gift. So, yun na yun.
Where did you take drum lessons, the first ones?
Sa Casa Musica, Yamaha, in the South.
Badjao, ikaw?
Ako parang parang pinilit na hindi. Parang labas ako ng labas dati nung bata. Tapos batang kalye ako.
Hanggang ngayon, di ba?
Oh, umabot sa hanggang ngayon. Lagi ako nasa kalye, kasama kasi Kuya Rayms. Pero parang ginawa na ako ng deal sa sobrang labas ako ng labas na bago ka lumabas, mag-beatbox ka muna, yung kahon. Beatbox ka muna, 30 minutes every time na bago ka lumabas. Or if hindi mo nagawa kasi galing school, pagtapos mo lumabas, yun yung gagawin mo. Yun yung parang chores. So parang hindi siya chores, parang napilitan lang ako. Oh, sige, gagawin ko na. Tapos lagi ko siyang nagagawa. Tapos dumating na sa point na mas ginagawa ko siya kaysa lumalabas na ako.
Galing.
Beatbox na lang siya. Tapos biglang isang beses, pinajam ako kay nila Tito Jeff, nila Kichi sa kanila.
Sina Kichi Nadal.
Kaya yun yung una kong stage.
Saan?
Salang.
Sa
Tour nila
rehearsal or gig?
Gig sa mall. Mall tour nila ata.
Pero anong dala mo? Kahon o drums na?
Teacher ko yung drummer niya, si Marco Guzman eh. So parang nag-drum siya. So sabi niya, magpa-percussion ako na gano'n. So parang over the drums, parang gano'n. So pagbalik ko na school, nakalalaman nila, nakita nila sa newspaper na andun nga, nag-drums ako. Binuli ako nung higher grade. Tapos sinalang ako sa Chapel R. Parang ganun nagbe-beatbox ka. Eto, mag-Chapel R ka bigla. Tapos hindi ko alam yung kanta. Hindi naman ako nagdo-drums. Kasi nagbe-beatbox lang ako. Sinalang ako dun. Tapos hiyang-hiya talaga ako dahil yung pastor gumagano sa akin. 1, 2, eto tayo.
Sinadyang ikalat ka.
Sadyang ikalat ako.
Ano school yan? Bullying yan.
Sinet up talaga ako. Parang damn. Parang set up talaga. Tapos bumalik ako next year. Marunong na ako mag-drums.
Anong ginawa mo para matuto? Para bumalik? Parang whiplash pala yung kwento mo. No?
Medyo
Ikaw palang whiplash eh.
Parang babawi ako sa'yo. Wala.
Paano ka nag-woodshed?
Talagang pagbalik ko ata, parang umiiyak ako. Tapos sabi ko, pwede ba ako humiram ng drum set kahit kinino? Tapos yun, pinairam ako. Araw-araw, 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day. Every hapon. Binabarangay na ako, ganun. For 2 years ata, ginawa ko yun. Nung binabarangay kami, ako yung lumalabas. Tapos wala silang magawa kasi bata ako eh.
Nahiya na yung tatay mo.
Oo, parang ako na, okay, sige, hayaan mo na. Kasi uwi ako mga 3, start ako 4. Tapos ako mga 8.
Ano tinutugtog mo?
Kahit nagsimula ako sa Trip, Incognito, Chuckman Johnny, Sting, Toto pala madalas. Tapos nung medyo tumagal-tagal, nag-OPM, tapos iba Foo Fighters, ganun. Yun, kung ano, literal, kung ano-ano lang. Kung ano-ano. Kung ano yung CD sa bahay, ganun. In short, kung ano yung na-burn.
Anong ending nung school kwento? Binalikan mo ba? Na marunong ka na?
Oo, ganun. Binalikan ko talaga na marunong na ako. Miski yung pastor, binalikan ko eh. Hindi, andito tayo. Andito tayo. Oh, tayo. Parang, di ba? Di ba?
Tapos,
Tapos, hinamon niya na ako ng suntukan, yung nagpahiya sa akin.
bakit suntukan?
Kasi sa drums parang wala na eh. Parang wala na siya magawa. Shit, parang siguro parang natuto na ako. So parang wala na siya ibang ano.
So,
Wala na.
nakapagsuntukan ka?
Hindi, doon na pumasok yung ano na ayoko makipagsuntukan. Nalaman ko na sakto lang.
I'm
Tinawag
a
ko,
lover, not a fighter. Ganun lang.
parang ganun.
Sino ang ano nyo, mga, who would you consider your biggest drum mentors, kayong dalawa?
For me, I mean, I was taking lessons on and off when I was in grade school and high school. But parang my life changed sort of when I met Ryan Peralta in college. So he really not fixed, but he really showed me ways to do things more efficiently. And also the way he would teach me, the way he would encourage me, I think that was a big factor to helping me enjoy it more. Just play, and also just play what I feel. Hindi masyadong read this, read that, like that. Like
Sino yung read that? Sino yung read that? Joke lang.
Ako yun sa sarili ko, read this, read that.
Okay.
But I guess, yeah, kasi yung setup ni Ryan dati dun sa place where he does his lessons, dalawa yung drums. And then we'll just jam over a track. And then if he wants to teach me like how to like do fill-ins or try to do like some basic soloing and stuff, we'll just keep trading and stuff. So yun, fun yung learning experience ko.
Badjao.
Ako medyo marami, pinagpasapasahan ako eh. Parang, una si Margo Guzman, parang, yun yung parang basics ng lahat. Tapos, pinasa ako kay Vic Mercado.
Of Bamboo.
Oo, kay Bamboo.
Taga dito lang yun dati, di ba?
Oo, taga Lady of Lourdes, sa taas natin.
Sa may papuntang tuka doon.
Pato ko doon. High blood. Tapos, yun,
Anong experience mo sa studio ni Vic?
Madami eh. Madaming nakakatawa eh. Meron doon 2 drums. Sa likod ng studio, may firing range. So pag bored na silang mag-drums o makipag-jam sa akin, bigla ka na lang magugulat. Bam! Biglang sumasabog sa likod. Sabi ko, ano yun? Tapos titignan ako, tapos may firing range, may mga shotgun, may mga handgun. Tapos ginagawa nila, papag-drumsin na lang nila ako. Siguro 1 hour, parang pagod ako. So pagbalik ni Vic, parang doon niya na i-correct, parang eto try mo to. Tapos 2 drum. So gagawin niya ng tama. Gagawin ko ulit hangga't makuha ko siya. Ganoon, parang yung basic lang basta makuha ko siya. Tapos iwanan niya na ako ulit.
Sino yung mga nakaka-jam nyo doon?
Dami.
Madami nakapunta ako doon ilang beses eh.
Doon ako tinuruan ni Mar. May isang session ako kay
Mar Dizon.
Dumaan din ako kay Mar. Si Sky Church, si Robert de la Cruz.
Robert.
Bigla na lang akong tinuruan mag-double pedal. Labo. Kasi hindi ko naman siya trip. Trip lang gawin ni Tito Vic, pero hindi ko siya trip. Sinama na ako sa session, parang ang bilis. Sabi ko, hindi ata para sa akin to mag-double pedal. Tapos kung kilala niyo si Roy Mercado sa ASAP, yun,
Senyor, oo.
senior, dumaan din ako. So parang kay Tito Vic, ganun din, at dumaan ako kay Mar. Kay
Sino
Mar
yung
naman,
ibig ko sabihin, yung ibang musicians, yung mga bahista, may nakaka-jam ka rin nun o puro drummer lang?
si Nathan,
Oh.
si Ira, sino pa ba? Hindi ko na maalala. Hindi ko na maalala iba. Pasensya na. Parang yun. Pero yun yung mga nadaanan ko. Si Vic, si Mar, si Roy, si Marco. Yun. Yun yung mga nadaanan ko.
Ano naman yung unang parang you would say na legit na drum set ninyo?
Na akin.
Well, na inyo, that you bought or that you,
Alam niyo ba parang 2018 lang ako nagka-drum set na sarili ko. O 2019 ata. Yung acrylic pa. Yung unang-unang drum set ko yung acrylic.
oh.
Yan. Kasi lahat hiram.
Anong kwento nung drum set na yun?
Yung acrylic,
Saan galing?
galing siya nakita ko kaka-Facebook. Ano pa lang noon, kakasimula pa lang ng Facebook Market. So, Facebook ako. Sabi ko, totoo ba to? Acrylic drum set? Sabi ko, wala akong drum set. Tapos gusto ko siya aesthetically. Parang hindi ko alam anong tunog niya, wala akong idea. Pag nakikita ko lang siya, wow, ganun. Wow. Transparent, ganun. Yun lang. Yun lang istorya nun. Parang, wow, transparent. Bibili, yung una kong drum set. Yan, binili ko. Yun na siya.
About
Pat.
Yeah, medyo late na rin ako naka-acquire ng drum set na parang, whoa, this is real. Parang ganun. I guess throughout the years then mala Frankenstein kit yung ginagamit ko, like borrowing stuff from friends who don't play anymore, they lend it to me. So mix and match talaga siya for a long time. I think the first legit kit I can say I bought also for myself maybe 3-4 years ago. It's yung Ludwig na Questlove. So that was
Maganda yan.
that I was like, oh shit, it's my birthday. I'm gonna buy myself something nice. Like, it was a nice feeling. It was a good feeling. Yeah.
What is it? Is it a 20 or an 18 kick?
16, 18.
18.
Yeah.
I have a question, Pat. You had you went to one of Billy Martin's camp, diba?
Right. Yeah.
Anong meron doon? It looks very, very interesting. Sa'yo ko rin lang nakita sa Instagram mo.
Yeah. Actually, nakita ko lang din sa IG ni Billy Martin. So I was in the States at the time. I think I was on vacation with my family. So paiwan ako kasi merong camp na some kind of camp like happening in the Catskills area of New York. So it's not in New York City at all. It's like I passed by Woodstock, like it's even further down than Woodstock. It's about 3 hours out of the city, where apparently they've been conducting these music camps since the 70s, since Woodstock era. And it's called Creative Music Studio, and you're there for like a week, and it's like a bunch of people just improvising the whole day. And like that's what their goal is, to teach you how to improvise. Or
pala kain ng 2 oras.
it's there's no level, no age, no like I was the only Asian, and I was the one of 2 girls that were there. And yeah, they just conduct exercises more of like, it's kind of like a hippie thing actually. Like I had no clue also going in. I just thought this looks cool. I'm gonna try. And yun, there's jams at night where you jam, like you can be a drummer and then duo lang kayo and wala kang choice. Saxophonist yung napili mo out of the hat.
Wow.
You have to make something out of it like that. Or yeah, it was a really I mean, I think it was a super enriching experience because I felt that music was really stress free in that moment. It's just whatever. It's just whatever you make it. And so yun. It's inspiring also to meet the teachers. I met Mark Juliana there, who's my super idol ko yun. And Gretchen Parlato was there also, his wife. But I was so shy. I wanted to take a photo, but I didn't because I wanted to be chill lang. So
Nagturo din si Juliana?
Yeah, they have like mentors, like two or three mentors a day who just share something, anything. They're like an hour and a half. There's this one teacher, Arturo something. Nagkwento lang siya ng life story niya. Wala siyang, he didn't teach any music, like music theory thing. But that was cool as well. I don't know, nakaka-inspire to see them and jam lang. And ang galing nila mag-tap into like just being like this and then biglang parang may off switch like that as opposed to an on switch. That's the way I perceived it.
With your bands, kausap namin last week si Billy and Howard. Sabi nila when they bring an arrangement, it transforms when they give it to you. Sa inyo rin, Badjao, how does it work? Anong dynamic sa bands nyo as a drummer? What is your role in the arrangement, in the production, or the songwriting?
Sa akin medyo half-cooked na pagdating sa akin, pag-represent. Parang...
Do you start in a jam or i-send mo na email demo, ganun?
Before jam. May ibang, ang natutunan nga namin parang may ibang kanta na kailangan i-jam. May ibang kanta na yung hindi kailangan i-jam, yung parang email lang, parang tapos yun yung una naming na parang kailangan to i-jam para maramdaman. Kasi like meron kami nagawa ibang kanta. Hindi namin ginam. It just sounds like sa idea, parang idea mo, o idea niya. Tapos pinagsahalo. Tapos, it sounds really good. Tapos, nung live na, nagkakalat na kami, na parang, ang hirap pala nun. Parang, di natin ginam. Wala. As in, sinalang natin sa studio na ganun. Tapos, natuto na kami na, yun nga, kailangan i-jam talaga yung ibang kanta just to feel it out. Yun, yung mga Take That Man. Literal na jam yun. Yung mga, parang, mga rock na kanta. Tapos, yun, minsan si Jill, tapos niya na yung groove. Tapos pagdating sa akin, nag-iiba. Hindi ko rin alam ano nangyayari. Nag-iiba na. Nakakalimutan ko yung note na, ito that siya, ganun. Tapos nag-iiba. Minsan naman, I keep it that way kasi maganda yung naisip niya. Parang, I wouldn't change a thing. Parang, ang ganda nun. Parang, solid nun, pare. Parang, hindi ko papalitan yun. Yun na yun. Yun, parang iba-iba Depende sa kanta
Pat, how does it work with OFFLAM? And Apartel?
Yung sa Apartel, medyo... I think... in Apartel, the songs are done na. More or less. Naka-garage band demo thing na siya. Then, when we jam it, I just do my own thing on it. And then it kind of just tweaks a little. Maybe it's more of like a feel thing or yun, like Badjao said, yung parang placement lang ng isang note or something that would make a big difference. Ganun lang, but more or less buo na yung kanta. And then, for OFFLAM, nitong pandemic, so pinili ko yung drum machine ni Shinji, yung TR-8 niya.
Oh,
And
kay Shinji
then-
pala galing yun.
Yeah. I bought it right away because I always wanted to learn about more like mga drum machines and stuff and how I could incorporate that to playing. Pero itong pandemic, yun nga, na lockdown ako dito sa Zambales. Tapos puta na lang, dala ko din yung TR-8 ko. So, Billy would send mga half song, as in half lang talaga ng song, like verse, chorus lang, gano'n. And then, meron na siyang nilatag na some sort of beat, pero very minimal, like kick snare lang. So, from there, I would make these TR-8 versions of the song with my own beats on the thing, which is cool then kasi parang with the TR-8 or the drum machine, I'm doing something that I wouldn't normally play physically with my body. So, astig din. Kasi parang reverse process siya. So ngayon sa live, I have a similar problem to Badjao, where it's like, ba't ko ginawa yun? Like, drum machine yun eh. Tao ako. Like, fuck, diba? So, like,
Hindi pala 4 kamay mo, no?
oh,
Diba?
yeah. So now I have to figure it out. Okay, like, configure ko yung setup ko. So now I have this, for the new album ng OFFLAM, I have this setup na 2 hi-hat, 2 snare. Because, ganun yung demos na ginawa ko eh. Gusto ko siyang i-achieve.
Acoustic TR-8 yung live mo, no?
Yeah, parang ganun. Yun yung, I don't know, it's walang tom. So, okay dun siya kasi, I've forced myself to learn something new. But yeah, for songwriting, ganun yung process namin. Sometimes I also send beats na naka-song form na, some sort of song form. Tapos I'll tell them na, oy, basta, parang Phoenix, parang whatever band. Parang, whatever band it might be. Tapos bahala na si Billy to interpret what I said.
Your live setups are very, very different. Tell us about your live gear and how it works for both your bands.
Very,
Basta ikaw mauna, ano yung live setup mo?
very different talaga. Si Pat, hindi niya ginalaw yung drum set ko, no?
So we're gonna repeat the story where nagkasabay kami ni Badjao sa isang gig sa Ilocos yan. And then
Which band of yours, Pat?
I played with Ellie then.
Okay.
And then nag-soundcheck yung Spades. First soundcheck sila. So nandun na yung drums ni Badjao, yung acrylic niya na
Sige, tuloy mo na.
Plinahiin niya to Ilocos.
Consistency dapat. Parang every tour, gano'n.
Tapos, andun na yung drums niya. Tapos, naka-riser siya. Tapos, I was like, okay, like, what's this? Like, it's Badjao, I think everyone uses drums. So, I stepped up on the riser. Tapos, someone told me to get off. Like, oy, don't touch
Si
it.
Jello ba yan?
No, like a crew member lang, a stage crew member. And sabi ko, asan yung drums? Sabi niya, ayun no, saan may drums dun sa baba na nandun lang sa platform na walang riser, walang anything.
Hindi ko kasalanan eh.
So parang ako, sumupo ako dun sa drums sa baba, the house drums. May drums dun sa likod ko na mas maganda. So, ayun. Wala lang. I felt like messaging Badjao na, hey man, can I touch your drums? And then, but eventually what happened was, I requested a riser, and then they put a riser in front of Badjao's drum set. So it was
Ang
like,
lala talaga. Meron mas mataas na riser sa drums ko. Alam mo yun, parang, eto na siya.
kind of ridiculous. Yeah. Parang 2 stories high na yung riser ko. Like that. Then, wala lang. Then they covered Badjao's drumstick that for the other people to use. Pero freakishly high na yung riser. As in, medyo hazard. Like,
Mas matangkad ka na sa bass player. Kasing
hazard.
tangkad na
Wait,
ng
sorry, I
bass
forgot.
player.
Oh my gosh. No, yeah. It was literally like 2 stories high. Like, I had to get on Badjao's riser to get to that riser. Yeah, I forgot what you're talking about. This story haunts me and Badjao. We could have not been friends because of this, but we are.
Totoo. Hindi ka naman
Yeah,
nag-message
people-
nun eh.
Yeah, they were really getting mad at me, like not to go near his drum set. Anyway, I
Hindi,
forgot what we were talking about previously.
setup ng live.
Live setups.
Yeah.
Yun, yung acrylic.
What do you
drumstick.
bring live, Pat?
Ano lang, snare and cymbals lang, and kick pedal.
Which snare do
lang.
you bring?
Roger.
Rogers. Meron akong Rogers na Big R.
Ganda nun eh.
80s. 80s drum siya. I don't know. I got it from Dave Ellich. You know Dave Ellich?
Yes.
He's like a session drummer. And
Nung pumunta siya dito?
educator. I was in the States then.
Oh, okay.
Same trip. And then nakita ko may binebenta siyang Rogers na second hands. 8 hours ago. So I was like, fuck, wala na to. Then I messaged him. He still had it, so I bought it right away. So that was my first, dream ko magkaroon ng Rogers. So, wala, saya lang ng kwento ng snare na yun. I brought it home from there.
So yan ang main gigging snare mo. What pedal do you use?
Yeah. Oh, just a DW6000. I'm not so particular about
The
pedals,
silver
actually.
one? The silver?
Yeah. Like my classic DW look siya, yung black and silver. Pero yung beater I use as a felt beater, wala lang. It looks cool din kasi. Medyo ganun daw eh. Like, aesthetic lang.
Ganun. Labo.
what looks more unique or more cool, bibilin ko siya. I don't know. Then I'll find a way to make something of it. Like, daming opinions din sa internet about gear eh. Like they won't know really what you want. So if I see like cool looking thing, I'll buy it. Ganun lang.
Badjao, bukod sa nililipad mong acrylic, anong dala mo sa sa live?
Bukod eh, no? SPD. Gawa pa siya nun. SPD, tapos
Anong laman ng SPD?
lahat
Tinitrigger mo ba?
Hindi,
From
naka-laptop
the
yun
kit?
eh.
Okay.
So, laptop. Itong laptop. Tapos isang SPD sa left ko. Andito lahat ng electronics sa left ko, tabi ng hats. Tapos isang Akai na trigger. Yun yung mga songs. Yung Akai.
So ikaw nagtitrigger ng songs? Ng start?
Lahat. Miski yung mga breakdown sa gitna, tapos biglang kailangan ko i-trigger yung next part. Tapos cymbals, lahat dala ko eh, miski mic eh.
Sa sa in-ears mo, anong naririnig mo or ninyong tatlo?
Sa akin iba yung naririnig ko sa kanila eh. Naririnig ko
May iba-iba kayong mix.
Iba-iba kaming mix. Naririnig ko backing track, tapos malakas na click. Tapos yung dalawa naririnig ko sa house, sa monitors ko. Naririnig ko sa monitors ko. Yung hindi in-ear, yung floor monitor. Yun. Trinay ko ng yung wala kaming amps, tapos walang monitors, para walang feedback. Walang hangin, walang kabog. Tapos para ako nagda-drum sa bahay. Sabi ko, ang boring. Sabi ko, sobrang boring nito. Tapos, may, di ba may, ano tawag doon? Yung listahan ng gamit nyo na dapat,
Rider.
yan, tech rider. Nangyari, nadagdagan yung tech rider dahil sa akin, dahil gusto ko may monitors ako. Gusto ko nakasaksak pa rin sila sa amps. Ganun, parang kahit itapat lang nila sa akin, ganun. Yun, tas, yun na. Yun na yung mga dala ko. Mostly the whole thing. At maraming stands. Meron akong luggage na andun lahat ng stand. Ang lala pala. Miski upuan, dala ko eh. Ang lala.
So, talking to you guys, parang it seems like palagi kayo nagdo-drums, palagi kayo you're always well before the pandemic. Tapos what would you say is your practice regimen, and do you still practice?
Uh, I think, I mean, I try to practice then sometimes. I think because the gigs were so often than before, I would also use those gigs as like my practice for the day. Though you're not truly learning anything new. It's more of like keeping yourself conditioned, like if you're an athlete or whatever. Honestly, I haven't really been practicing ngayong pandemic. I just can't find the
Practicing bike.
yeah.
Practicing bike.
Yun nga.
Practicing
Bumike ako.
jumps.
Every day.
Like, okay din, masaya din ako na nagbabike ako because super newbie ako sa pagbabike. And it's a nice mental break because na-enjoy ko yun as like a new hobby and a new thing. And it kind of also puts things into perspective na, you know, learning is fun, learning is ganon. Kasi I think nababurnout din ako sa mga gigs and stuff before, like driving all the time, and then going here, going there, going there. So it kind of, it did come to the point where I didn't even care to practice anymore na I use the gigs as practice.
What's the last thing? What's the last thing you guys have been working on? Nung nag-start yung pandemic, I honestly saw your post working on the flams.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, tapos 8 pababa or reverse.
Yeah.
It's like that's the last thing I was working on when I saw your post. Like, how does she do that? And then I found it online and still can't do it. But what's the last thing you guys have been working? I know Badjao's been working on something. Kaya nagkakatok na lang yan sa basement. Pa-drums ka, may sinusubukan ako eh. Kuya, nasa bahay ka?
Sa bahay ka ba? Meron akong bagong eh.
The last thing I've been trying to work on is inserting like fives into a 4 feel, parang ganun. So it's kind of like
Sa Anika Niles thing, no?
Parang, no?
I mean, she's
Siya
known
si
for
Five
those,
di ba?
yeah, she's known for those quintuplet things talaga.
So it's not a quintuplet, it's a...
I have no idea. I learned it lang from this other drummer I know, is local drummer. His name's Nigel Norris. He taught it to me na yung 5, pwede mo gawing 4. I was like, okay. And then parang
Okay.
yung parang yung kick mo ganun lang, nakapost sa 4, tapos singit mo yung 5 notes inside those 4. Yun lang. It's still very jagged the way I play it, but then he does it so smoothly. It kind of sounds like yung mga laid back beats ni parang Questlove, ganun. 5 pala yun.
Para mga
Yung
J Dilla type beats.
Yeah, ganun. Tapos he like maximized the space in the middle, like that. And it sounds trippy and it sounds very impressive, I guess. So, like, it's like, sabi ni Nigel sa akin, oh, ito yung mga magagamit mo sa jam. Tapos yung mga tao, they'll be like, oh, like that.
Dahil, para doon, no? Para doon.
Yeah. Yeah. So yun, sabi niya, oh, just do that. Tapos dali. Siningit mo lang yung one note dun sa 4. Dali. Ganun. So, that's one thing I've been trying to learn. How to do what Nigel taught me.
Badjao, anong inaaral mo recently, yung ginagawa mo last week? Anong tawag doon?
Ikaw nga nagtawag doon. Ako sabi ko lang, yun, ito, tapos ginawa ko.
Saan mo nakita? Yun na lang. Saan mo nakita?
Kapag nag-aaral ako, nadadaanan ko lang sa Instagram. Parang, okay, di ba minsan nagra-random ako na send sa inyo na parang, ng drum videos. Galing nito. Okay, ang ganda ng tunog, ganun. Wala, ganun lang. Parang, daanan ko lang siya. Parang kinikwento ni Chris Coleman na bakit may gospel chops, bakit ganun. Tapos na-offend pala sila na gospel chops yung tawag. Kaya nakakatawa. Yun. Inaral ko yung parang, ano ba, parang 6/4. Yung triplet na beat over, yung over 4.
So pareho kayong pinipilit yung ipasok sa 4 yung hindi 4.
Parang ganon.
Okay.
Tapos nakakatawa si Shinji, ginawa niya noong una hindi siya nag-iisip, ginawa niya ng tama eh. Tapos na nag-isip na siya, nagkalat na siya. Gato ba yun? Ginawa niya, yun na. Tapos paano, yung pinano na ulit, ginawa niya na, wala na. Naubos na siya.
Okay, before we let you go, kailan ang release ang launch ng Dugdug Pack? And where can we find it?
Yung launch na is this Saturday, May 15. Perhaps 12 midnight. I have to check. And dugdugpack.com, pack with a CK, as coined
Thank
by
you, Rayms.
Originally, PAK lang yun. Rayms put the C and it all made sense. Yun. And we'll have other stuff like shirts soon, maybe drumsticks, and more.
Yeah, we have drumsticks pala.
More downloadables, more music, of course. We're starting to record some like percussion packs naman, or like signature artist packs. But yeah,
We can borrow percussion from D&D.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be
We'll
perfect.
use it
Actually,
in the
may
street.
naisip ako. Message ko kayo mamaya. Baka may pwede tayong gawing collab or something.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for spending your early morning with us, guys. Pat will visit you soon. Parang ang sarap dun sa bago nyong trail, ah.
Yeah, just come.
Get me.
Ako din eh. Okay. Bye, guys. Badjao, bibili tayong bike. Sasama ko. Today yon, di ba?
Oh, pagtapos nito.
Pagkatapos ito. O sige, hintayin mo lang mag-wrap up lang kami ni Daren. Bye,
Sige.
guys. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.